Hi everyone. I hope you are all doing well, both physically and mentally, as we trudge through this distance learning. We are well past the introductory phase of distance learning, and I believe we're going to be doing this for a while longer. So I thought I would start to share some tools that might help you in this distance learning process that you may not be aware of. What I want to show you today is something that has been out for a while in Google, but it's probably the newest product. It has not been available in our domain until now, and it's been turned on, so it's available. And this is a digital whiteboard that you can use with your students either in a screencast recording to demonstrate as you discuss or talk about a topic. You can use it to draw on, or you could use it in a Zoom or a Meet with students there that you can have them interact on this board. So let me show you how this works. I'm going up here to my Google Apps menu. And when you scroll down, you should now see, even if you didn't see it before, you should see an icon for something called a Jamboard. Now I'm going to open up the Jamboard, and it's going to show me the jams that I've created. And I'm going to open a new one by clicking the plus sign in the lower right. And this opens a blank whiteboard for me. And they call these whiteboards, these separate whiteboards, jams. First thing I want to do is title this, because like all the other Google tools, it saves in real time. So you want to give it a title in case you close it accidentally. Everything won't be titled Untitled Jam. And then here's the board. Now I want to show you how this works, but as I'm working through the tools, keep in mind that you could use this with a Screencastify as a way to demonstrate what it is you're talking about as you go, or you could use it in a live Zoom or Meet. So keep that in mind as we go, and I'll show you some other advantageous tools involved here. But the way you use this is pretty much like every other whiteboard app. You have an option for a pen, and you have different types and sizes of pen. You have a pen, and you can change the colors. But let me change the color of this pen so you can see what's going on here. Now I'm drawing right now with a trackpad. You can use a mouse. Unfortunately, the best way to use any whiteboard is if you have a touch screen and a stylus, but we're not all there yet. I don't have a touch screen and stylus, so I'm just kind of doing what I can do here with my trackpad. This is a marker tool, a little bit thicker, a little bit clearer line. You have a highlighter tool. Let me change the color so you can see that. And of course, the highlighter allows what's underneath to be seen unless you really color over it. And then a paintbrush. Let's change the color there. And you can see what that does. You can also, it's not great, but you can also draw a little bit with those. Now, to erase, the second button down allows you to erase. Or if you want to clear it all together, you can select Clear Frame, and it erases everything. The Select tool here is in the middle, and it allows you to choose the different elements on a board. Now, since I've erased everything, there's nothing here, but I'll add a couple elements. This is the sticky note. Now this is where you can get your students involved once you share with them your Jamboard, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But in a sticky note, you can choose the color of your sticky note, click in the box, and simply type, and select Save. I'm going to get out of here for a second. Now once you select Save, you've got the sticky note with some handles. You can take the handles, make them larger or smaller. You can use the Rotate to turn it. You can use the three dots for some more options if you want to duplicate it or if you want to edit it. And I'm going to open another one because there is another option here for a clear sticky note. This is great if you want to make a title on your Jamboard. And I'll probably want this larger, so I will make it larger. And you can add as many of these stickies as you would like. And then the next option down is adding an image. And just like all the other Google products, it brings up something like this. You can bring in the image from your own computer. You can search. You can go through your photos or through your drive. But let me show you how this will work. I'm going to search for a pizza. And I'll select the pizza. Find a nice round one here. Let's see. That one looks pretty good. I'm going to bring that into here. Let me move this out of the way. Make my pizza larger. And then you can use the pen tool to perhaps draw sloppily if you're me. You can teach some fractions. You can label use the label to have the students label the parts and so forth. Or you can do this as you're describing it. And then finally, the last tool on here is a laser tool. And the laser allows you to focus on certain parts of your jam, and then it goes away right away. The Add Image tool is great if you have something specific that you want to look at, perhaps a diagram of something, label the parts. You can use it for activities like that. So you can see where this could be used on a Screencastify as you present. There's not a lot of options for text on here, so what I would recommend doing is pre-planning what you're doing by typing text in a Google Drawing and then selecting that as an image. Then you can paste the image with your text onto the jam just to get started. So that's a way that you can get more text than what's on here. Now, unlike some of the other tools, you see up here I have the option to share this. I can share this directly with a student by typing in their email just like normal, or I could get the link, and right now it's set so that only I can access this, but if I change this, I can set to anyone with the link, and I want to allow them to edit this, and click save, and then I'm going to save the link. And if I am presenting in a Zoom or a Meet, I can paste this into the chat box on the side. Students can click on that, and then they can be actively working in the same jam along with you. The way you would do that is you would present your screen, and then you would go to the tab with the Jamboard on it, and you could all be working in the same document. Now, obviously, like many other things, you would want to do this with a group of 60, but some activities that you could do is you could post a discussion question and have students post their sticky notes to it with their thoughts and have everybody working together at the same time. So that's one option you can use this for. Now, if you need to have more than one jam page, you can go up here to the top where it says expand frame bar, and it says 1 of 1 right now. If you click the right arrow, it opens a second page, and you can have this jam have as many pages as you need. So I'm going to jump back to the first page here. And then finally, another option that could help as you do presentations with this tool is if you go over here to the 3 dots, you see you have some more options here. You can save this particular frame as an image by itself, or one thing I like to take a look at here is you can download this as a PDF. Then you could share the PDF with your students to go along with your presentation. So if you were presenting a new concept, you used a Jamboard to present to the students, then you could give them a PDF of the things that you presented. So that's another way that you can use this. One thing I forgot to mention here is you can change the backgrounds as well. You can select a dotted background, or if you would like some graph paper, you can change it to a light colored graph or a darker color graph, or you can change the color of the background itself. So those are some options for using Jamboard. The things that I like a lot about this relative to some other whiteboards is you can save this as a PDF and send that to the students. That's number one. Number two, you can share a whiteboard with students where you can collaboratively work. Like I said in the beginning, this would be a great tool to use if you are doing screencasts with students and you need something to present with, or if you are doing a live Zoom or Meet with students. There's no whiteboard option there. You can use this and have them all collaborate or simply present to them. I hope this is helpful to you. My artistic ability is limited, but there are a lot of options you can use here. If you'd like to discuss this some more, please shoot me an email. I hope this will be helpful to you, and as always, best of luck in your distance learning, and have a great day.